Alright everyone, good morning. This is my first episode of the TheKingdomKrawler podcast. My name is Brandon, and we are here today. It is July 4th, 2017, at the most magical place on earth, the Magic Kingdom. I had just parked my car, and we are ready to just about to go inside, so I'm actually going to give you one of our first updates as soon as we get over to the security center, so stay tight.
Your heart just take wing. You can live out all your dreams. No matter how, never again. You can reach that world again. It's like a dream come true that lives inside of you. It's time to remember the magic. It's time to remember the magic.
So this actually came into effect a few months ago, but guests now get security checked for the Magic Kingdom here over at the Transportation Ticket Center, so they no longer have to be checked over at the Magic Kingdom, which is actually an easier flow once you enter the Magic Kingdom itself. There's actually no more lines once you get over there. So this is the new entry. You see how this used to be all the security areas right over here where you used to enter. Now you just come, once you get off the monorail, your transportation of your choice, you just go right over to the ticket gates. How easy is that? I remember on days this would be packed over here, but let's go in. The time is now. All right, so I have made it to opening. We're gonna head over to the Haunted Mansion. So I'll go show you some quick facts along the way. Actually, before we go there, I actually believe that one of the biggest things that happened to the Magic Kingdom this year was the ending of the Wishes Fireworks Spectacular, A Magical Gathering of Disney Dreams, and Happily Ever After had replaced it. Now, Happily Ever After, I do highly recommend it. It is fantastic. From all the projections to all the new fireworks, and includes one of my favorites, the Genie from Aladdin. So there's a quick view of Cinderella Castle. This is about 8:05 here on the 4th of July. Not too busy yet, but by the end of the day, this whole hub will be filled because they're going to have their 4th of July fireworks. Now, they won't be doing Happily Ever After tonight, and so this is the one park where you can get special 4th of July fireworks. A whole show dedicated to Independence Day. So we're going to start out going to the Haunted Mansion. We're actually going to be going into Liberty Square, and I'll show you some quick facts about that one. All right, and we're now here in Liberty Square. This is one of my favorite lands of the Magic Kingdom. I'd say it is my top favorite land because of just the architecture of all the buildings, and it brings me back to where I used to live up north in New England. Kind of just reminds me of all the colonial history and everything I've studied over the years. And also one of my favorite movies, one of the oldest live action movies that Disney ever did was Johnny Tremaine, one of my favorites. And they actually play some of the songs from that here. And then they have the Liberty Tree over here with all the 13 lanterns. And once I get over there, I'll show you just a quick little tip about that one. And so over here we do have the Hall of Presidents, which there is no announced date yet, but hopefully it opens soon. A lot of controversy between that, but I believe, it doesn't matter if you like your president or not. They should always have a speaking role in this attraction, and I can't wait for it to open again and see what's in store. And then right over here is actually where the Muppet Show, the little Muppet Puppet Show, comes here, and it's actually really, really cool. And so, like I was saying with the Liberty Tree, there are these 13 lanterns that hang down from the tree. But most people don't know why each one is different. It's because it represents all the different 13 colonies that you could find in New England, all the way from Maine all the way down to Georgia. So each one was different. You can't expect to have the same lantern be in every colony. And so this is the Liberty Tree. This tree was actually somewhere on property, but was actually relocated here in 1971 for the opening of the Magic Kingdom. And so as we get over here to the Liberty Bell, this is actually one of the only made Liberty Bells outside of Congress, inside the government. Disney had actually asked the government if they could be able to make one, but there's one thing that makes this one different than every other Liberty Bell, and it's right here. It's the crack on the Liberty Bell. That's because when Disney had produced this from the government, Disney actually cracked the mold, and so that's why ours is different than everyone else's. As you can see, all the flags around here do symbolize the 13 colonies all the way up from New England. But we're gonna go ahead and go over to the Haunted Mansion now and I'll show you around. One of the coolest things to know actually about Liberty Square is something that we walk by every day. If you look down at the ground in the different cement tones, it actually represents all the sewage that the colonials used to throw out into the middle of the street, because at that time there was no sewage. So that's actually kind of cool, and people walk by it every day. So just a few weeks ago, the horseless carriage was actually removed, and sources say that online I actually did see a picture of it off-site. It must be going under refurbishment. I do expect it to be back soon, so give it just a few more weeks. I'm sure it'll be back soon. Usually Disney likes to keep everything nice and pretty. Look at that, the Liberty Bell over there. But let's go ahead and enter the Haunted Mansion. Lucky for us, the graveyard is open for visitation today, so we are welcomed by these statues. And we're here on the queue line. Looks like everything is actually working today.
Betrays an aura of foreboding, almost as though you sense a disquieting metamorphosis. Is this haunted room actually stretching?
Now, I honestly don't know how good you can see Madame Leota right now. Oh, there you go, you can see her. But she's actually stationary now.
Send us a message.
On her table, she no longer does she float up in the air. This has actually been happening for just about a month and a half now. Now, there is no information on what's to come, if she's going to go back, or the reason why. It's very, very hard to record in there just due to the nature of the lighting, but I just wanted to point out, next time you guys are here, just check out these tombstones here. Oh, they're actually backwards. Let me change it around for you. Just take a time to read them every once in a while. Like you see Ouija board, I am a spook, metaphysics, manifestation, hallucination, bewitch, apparition, clairvoyance, and all these other ones. A lot of people just walk by these. But what some people don't know about the Haunted Mansion is that it's actually, these chess pieces actually a part of the architecture on top of the building. So if you actually look on top, these are all the different pieces from Chess by Imagineer Mark Davis. So here's one more look of the Haunted Mansion, and just before we end our Haunted Mansion tour, I just wanted to show you the little graveyard they have up here. Maybe I can show you the little hidden statue up there. You see just right over here, that's actually Mr. Toad. Kind of cool. Now, being Liberty Square being my favorite land of all, I could spend probably a good chunk of my episode talking about Liberty Square, but I'm actually going to save that for a future one. Actually, during this time, I'm actually going to walk over, I believe Parks of the Caribbean is my next Fast Pass. And just on the way there, I just want to tell you maybe just a little bit about me, let you guys know who I am, what I do. So my name is Brandon. I live here in Orlando, Florida. I do live and work. I study here, studying theme park management and also hospitality management. So I plan to grow the Disney company, but I love coming to the parks here. I have a lot of friends here. I make a lot of magic every day for all my guests, but there's nothing that makes me happier than putting a smile on someone's face and even bringing the magic over to you guys, because this is what I enjoy and it gives me something to do. So as always, you guys always email me, or you can even comment. If you guys ever have questions, I'll answer them here on the show. And you guys just stay tuned. We're going to walk through Frontierland. All right, so here we have one of my favorites, the Country Bear Jamboree. It actually opens today. Actually, it usually opens every day around 10 o'clock. So I'm not sure if I'm going to stick around for that, but I just want to mention that right over here in this little area right over here, throughout the day, they actually have a Frontierland dance party where all the Frontierland characters come out, such as Brer Fox. This looks like something brand new, actually a breakfast sandwich, a bacon, egg, cheddar, and pepper jack served on multigrain croissant. So this is actually served over at Westward Ho here in Frontierland, just across from the Pecos Bills. And if anyone knows the Magic Kingdom pretty well, they know it's pretty hard to find breakfast here at the Magic Kingdom. So a lot of the food stands have been offering breakfast, as well as Casey's Corner. I'm not sure if they still do it anymore, but the ice cream parlor is serving a donut sundae with ice cream. Kind of cool. But if you're in the mood to start your day with that many calories, by all means, go for it. But here, I always tell people, I eat happy calories. But no, it's always good to stay healthy. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. and taking a quick walk by Splash Mountain. It's one of my favorite attractions. You guys will learn that here at Magic Kingdom. It's my favorite attraction, just along with Carousel of Progress and the Hall of Presidents. At least Celebration of Liberty's leaders, but we'll see what the new one has in store for us. Right, so it looks like Big Thunder Mountain only has a 5-minute wait. Very surprising, so let's go ahead and go in. So the Big Thunder Mountain actually went through refurbishment about a year or 2 years ago, and there was actually some really cool stuff they included in here. I just want to point out some of it as we're going by. Now there is a painting of a famous Imagineer in here, and that is right there. That is Imagineer Tony Baxter. Yeah. He is the creator of Big Thunder Mountain, and if you look up his reputation, he's actually pretty well known. So there's actually a lot of stuff in here that actually relates to him. I want to go ahead and point it out if I can go ahead and find it. Maybe I walked right by it. I know there is, let's see, maybe it's down a little more. There's actually, oh yeah, actually I did walk by it, it's on the other side. But there was actually this, he actually had his name listed up in this attraction. You can see his little initials, the date he started it. But I believe I'm going to walk, I don't think it's here anymore. Not that it's not here, I think I walked by it earlier, but they're pretty cool. Look at that, an advertisement for Pecos Bills over there in Frontierland. How cool is that? Walking through this line is something that I'm sure all of you dream of every day, walking here with no line. That's because I did make the effort to get here right at opening. That's the privileges of getting here early. When you get here early, there's no lines, and then about 2 hours after park opening is when you start seeing crowds. But like this, I'm walking right on to probably my row. So let's go ahead and enjoy it. All right, and now approaching, here is the wildest ride in the wilderness. As we're making our set up here on the lift, I just want to give you some quick facts about the ride. This is actually one of the top coasters that will help you pass the kidney stone. Kind of weird, kind of cool at the same time. I know I had a friend that just had problems with kidney stones that came on this ride. It actually helped him pass it a lot faster because of all the quirks and the screws around here. It's pretty cool. All right, so it looks like there is a very little wait time. Look, about 5 minutes or so. So let's go ahead and go on in. Right, so if anyone is following along on the Disney news online, we do know that the redhead scene is actually coming to an end next year because of Disney just trying to make their ride just a little bit more have the Disney look in a way. In the scene where they're auctioning off the women, they're trying to change the vibe a little bit. So actually, in my opinion, I believe that they're actually going to be auctioning off the redhead, and the other girl has pirates. No longer are they auctioning off for wives. So, I know it's a big controversy right now, but I don't know. I've never had my faith down in Disney. I always have my faith up in Disney. I know they're going to do a great job. I mean, whatever they do, they're going to make it. I mean, there's a reason why they have to do everything, and usually not everything they say is there, but let's go ahead and go on the ride.
Where be Captain Jack Sparrow? Speak up! Or do you fancy a swim with Davy Jones?
Alfred for this winsome wench, stout-hearted and corn-cheating. Order by the pound. Shift your cargo, dearie. Show 'em your larboard side.
What's the ready?
Belay there, you forecastle swab.
The key as well. What I wouldn't give to see the look on Captain Jack Sparrow's face when he hears.
So one of the things I was trying to show you inside was actually one of the newest additions to the Pirates of the Caribbean, and that was the Talking Skull. Now the Talking Skull was added recently, just about 3 weeks ago, and it's similar to what used to be there. Just quite a few, I'd say about since whenever the Pirates of the movie franchise were added in, that was actually taken out, and so it was actually put back in. I'm kind of a fan of it. It's actually pretty cool. I wish it did have a little different of a voice. It kind of sounds more like a safety announcement voice than an actual pirate would, in a way. And so maybe additions will come soon. You never know. But I'm actually walking through Adventureland right now. I'm actually gonna head over to Tomorrowland to show you some of the 4th of July festivities. And here for the 4th of July, we do have the Main Street horse and carriage going down Main Street. But look who's on the back. It's the Dapper Dans. Saying all different 4th of July jokes and everything. They were actually singing over there when I actually entered Main Street before. It looks like we got the fire truck and one of the vehicles is over there on Main Street. No, they do drop off in front of the castle, but they are picked up. Actually, right when you walk into the Magic Kingdom, there's one just by the firehouse and one just by the train station. So if you ever want to ride in the morning, come. They're not here all day. They're only here in the morning. So it's one of those early morning privileges you get when you come here. And for those of you that come here a lot, you know that this intersection of Tomorrowland gets very crowded throughout key times of the day. But over here, I do have the Massas Inc. laugh floor on the right-hand side, but on the left-hand side, we have Stitch's Great Escape, and that has returned back from its seasonal operation. It is now here. Is it closed today? Oh no. Oh, okay. It opens at 10 o'clock to 6. So there are varied hours, but it is open here for the Magic Kingdom. Now, this ride is on the chopping block, but I personally do enjoy it. I think it's a great show with animatronics, but we could be leaving anytime soon. And here, just taking some breathtaking views of the Magic Kingdom Tomorrowland. If you guys get to know me, you're going to know that my favorite character is actually Buzz Lightyear. So I'm going to go ahead. The wait time is only about 10 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and go on and see what kind of score I can get. So as we enter the queue line here, there's actually a few hidden Mickeys actually I want to show you. If you a hidden Mickey, if you look very, very close at that globe, you would have seen a hidden Mickey. Actually, one of the coolest things about this Buzz Lightyear animatronic is that this is one of Disney's first renditions of projection mapping on an animatronic's face. Now, one of the newest versions you guys probably know is the $7 Mine Train. Same technology. This is just one of the first versions. All right, well, it's time to get on my Space Cruiser and see what kind of points I can get. Here is a little tip of how to score better on the Buzz Lightyear ride. With your space gun, you do not have to push down every single time you want to shoot. You can hold down that button and it'll shoot continuously. You can hear it. Alright, so I was not able to do my best because due to me recording in the beginning, I wasn't able to hit my prime targets. But it's okay. It looks like if I scored 587,000, I am a space ace. So I'm going to go ahead next time and try for Galactic Hero. Alright, and so here is the Express Transportation pickup and drop-off area. Now the Express Transportation is an additional paid service where you can take Disney's Express Transportation where they will drop you off backstage and into where you come into here in Tomorrowland. This will give you an easier way to get into the parks without having to worry about the travel times. So let's go ahead and go on the Carousel Progress. This is actually one of the 4th of July things I was actually mentioning about for the festivities. This is an attraction that you should always come here on every 4th of July because there is a little mention of the 4th of July in one of the scenes, so let's check it out. Recently added were these TV monitors, not the monitors themselves, but the little cases they have on top of them. They were added just about a few months ago, about 6 months ago, and as well as a new paint job for the building. So one cool fact about this ride is that actually the original voice of this ride can actually still be found in this attraction. He's actually the voice of the grandpa in the last scene with about 1990s look. He's the grandpa, the voice Rex Allen. Now it is hosted by Gene Shepard.
Phew, boy, hottest 4th of July we've had in years. We've come a long way, though, since the turn of the century, over 20-some-odd years ago. You know that pilot fella, Charles Lindbergh? He's about to fly a single-wing airplane all the way across the Atlantic. Uncle Orville's taken over the coolest spot in the house, of course, and he's rigged up a real clever contraption. He calls it air cooling. Too bad he's not reading the Help Wanted ads.
So there's actually quite a few hidden Mickeys in here. If you can see the Nutcracker of Mickey Mouse right there, there is a present shaped like it has Mickey Mouse. It's hidden right there. And And then it's very hard to see that. Oh, there it is. There's a little Mickey Mouse wrapping paper right on my finger right there. As well as the salt and pepper shakers. Let's see, where's my finger? Just right there. The salt and pepper shakers on top of the kitchen.
Isn't it a pleasant holiday? Turkey's in the oven, it's peaceful and quiet.
Yes! 300 points, my best score yet.
Well, it was peaceful until Santa brought that new virtual reality space pilot game.
Anybody can do that voice activated stuff. Watch it. Krawler.
John, the other
So this is what I was telling you about. This is actually the original Carousel Progress narrator, Rex Allen, there as a grandfather.
Look at that. It even talks back.
So I know on the Carousel Progress they do have 4 different holidays. They have the Valentine's Day, 4th of July, Halloween, and Christmas. And on those dates, I love to come out here, and on those holidays, I like to come out and ride this ride just because it does mention it. You can celebrate in a way. But okay, so I think I'm actually going to go on the People Mover. It looks like it's come to a halt right now, but I'm going to try and wait in line and see if I can get it. Oh, there it goes. It's back in operation. So I'm going to go ahead and get on it, and I'll show you some cool stuff. Over here is actually one of new Joffrey's Coffees, one of the newest coffee locations where you can get some snacks, ice cream, and milkshakes. And it's a new snack place. Right near the Thirst Rangers is actually a new little pizza treat they're selling. Good tomorrow, and it actually looks like it's starting to get a little busy out here. So this might be the one of the last 2 attractions I go on for today. Because I have to go create some magic today. I do have to go back to work, and then maybe tonight I will come back and I will go to the Epcot to record the 4th of July fireworks.
And speed towards the checkered flag in your very own race car. Yellow, this is your chance to drive in the fast lane without worrying about getting a speeding ticket.
Alright, my friends, well, the Kingdom is getting full. If you look over here at Main Street, it is starting to get really full here. I know when I got off of the People Mover, they got that fantasy fair going on, but when I got off the People Mover, the Stitch ride was up to about a 20-minute wait, and Buzz Lightyear was a 35, so it's getting kind of busy. I'm gonna go ahead and head out, but my friends, it does not mean we come to an end. My friends, please go out and like my page on Facebook at TheKingdomKrawler, and at TheKingdomKrawler with a K, TheKingdomKrawler, and then also my YouTube page, TheKingdomKrawler as well. And then go ahead and like it, where you guys will get all my updates. Comment, rate, subscribe, like. Let me know what I can improve on. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you don't like. And then send in your questions. I'll answer them for you. All right. And so here is your last glimpse of Main Street for the day.
To this happy place, welcome.